Travel west from Midtown Manhattan through the Lincoln Tunnel to the Jersey side. It's MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. In motion comes Thomas. Right to the air goes Lawrence. Open man down. Oh no, right at the start he loses the football. And the defense has it. Wow, you think you have moved it down the field with a terrific pass and catch, but got to finish the play, and on the turnover, the defense takes over.
You work so hard, Mike, to execute the play the way it's designed, and you come up with a huge, explosive play in the pass game, only to then lose it because of poor ball security. And that's exactly what we saw here. Give credit to the defense forcing that ball out, but it's a shame that it came at the end of what was a big offensive play.
Conklin goes in motion. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Well, we knew coming into this one, Mike, that we were going to see a lot of this guy, and we knew we'd see a lot of him early. And if that first play is any indication of the rest of this game, this defense is going to have their hands full containing him.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's A-Rob. That's to the left side, pulled in by Conklin.
So often, sacks, especially on 1st down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, don't be surprised if they go for it on 4th.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. From the gun, Rodgers. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. A gain of 18 for number 18. And a 1st down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
The master of play action, Rodgers. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going. And for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
And he will not get in from there. In fact, I think he was shoved backwards a little bit.
This ball carrier just didn't want to go down, and this defense, they had to throw everything they had at him, Mike. He just kept fighting and fighting, but finally when they were able to get him on the ground, they were able to do it for a loss.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, Jets.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass, results in the touchdown pass. But really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Duvernay on the return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Kirk is the motion man. A first down throw for Lawrence. He's going to air this out for Davis. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Gabe Davis, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up second down.
Trying to set the tone here for the rest of the game and let this defense know there is not a blade of grass on this field that you don't have to defend, because he reared back and he let that one eat. And he's got to work a little bit on his touch, a little bit on his accuracy, but I don't think he needs to work on his arm strength.
Now second down throw for Lawrence. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs. So, from the 36, it is first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Now he throws back over the middle. It is complete. They face second down and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a third down. In motion comes Thomas. Lawrence from the gun here on third down. He's going to look downfield once again.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball, and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. And that is brought in. And he's going to have the Jaguars first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving. And then some. Lawrence now. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is Hunt. What a throw. Gabe Davis. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
That was the worst call ever.
Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Jaguars will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece. And the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield.
It's always nice as an offense when you can get a lift from special teams, and that was truly a team effort. I mean, you can see it's great blocking that gave him the initial seam, and he took advantage of it. That was really well done.
That's right side and brought in by Williams. That's a gain of 15, and the Jets have a first down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Hey, take 26.
He'll run. This is Hall. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now the former Pitt Panther, Israel Abanikanda. And he will take this down, close to a first down. Pickup of 9. They've got him a yard short of the sticks.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Two minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. Here's 3rd and 2. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert on 3rd and 1.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And there wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll run. It's Hall.
What you love about these running backs, Mike, is that their confidence is that they can make every play a big play. But in this case, sometimes you have to know, all right, it's over. Cut my losses, try to get back to the original line of scrimmage and survive to the next down, but tries to make this play extended and takes a big loss.
One more time, they give it to Hall. And he'll be taken down, let's call it the 7-yard line. And here comes 3rd and goal. Throwing, Rodgers. He's got it at the 3. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. Their second. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock. So, 4th down, and the veteran Greg Zuerlein on for the Jets. Zuerlein's kick is good. And the Jets get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Davis going in motion. On 1st and 10, Lawrence. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Now the Jags will use their 3rd and final timeout, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Lawrence now to throw on 1st down. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Kirk is the motion man. Lawrence now on 2nd down. He finds his tight end, Ingram. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we're at halftime with just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, 3 points, all that separates these 2 sides as half number 2 kicks off. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And the good kick pays off. They'll only be able to take this past the 10-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To throw is Rodgers. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, any fear they might have had that they'd come out of the halftime break flat has completely gone out the window. Immediately back in the attack mode, continuing to take the fight to the defense. They're not content, Mike, here just having the lead. They're looking to extend it. A couple more plays like that, they're going to find themselves in scoring territory here very quickly.
This is incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down. Let's see what this call is. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Rodgers. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. It's a gain of 19 in the air. Good for a Jets 1st down.
You can't teach speed. And a guy like this is just a nightmare for these linebackers. He's got a running start at them. You have no idea which way he's going to go. And he ends up just running right by you.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Rodgers now. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up Incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. That's a short one taken in by Conklin. And the Jets are going to have a first and goal coming up. He's out of bounds right around the 5-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. On play action, Rodgers. He pulls it in around the 5. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Touchdown, New York. Well, the play fake gets its job done, and so too does the tight end. Always a great target down there, as you know, Greg, near the end zone.
And this is where, Mike, so many tight ends do their damage. Down here in the goal line where the threat of run gets so much attention. And oftentimes it just takes the slightest hesitation by a defender. You see a tight end pop wide open, and in this case, results in the touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Duvernay on the return. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. Here's a designed run. Room to run inside the 40. To the 20. And he's going to take this all the way home. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. First and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a first and 10. From the shotgun, it's A-Rob. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Rodgers. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. Again, it's Rodgers. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he will get into the end zone. Breece Hall. Touchdown, New York.
This is a great decision by the quarterback. You can see, Mike, he's trying to push this ball downfield and pick up a big completion in the air, but with the amount of depth the defense was getting, his best option was the check down, the underneath short throw, and just say, hey, pick up this rest of this gain with your legs after the catch. And fortunately for this quarterback, this short throw is going to go down in the box score as a touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, And we're back to it as the kick's away. Duvernay on the return. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. In motion comes Thomas. On first down, Lawrence. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. A first down throw for Lawrence. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Now second down throw for Lawrence. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Chilling out, man. Chilling.
They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. Second down.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this
game.
offense. Just
Good
unable
game,
to get
man.
anything going on the ground.
Good
And
game.
a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Good game,
Evan
bro.
Ingram, the intended target. And it'll be third down. They put Strange in motion. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That is caught at the 3. And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run it here with Etienne.
Come on, man. God damn, you can't get to the outside, bro.
They push him backwards. Second down, Lawrence.
Just getting anything out of that one, I think, is impossible. It looked like he might have to throw it away early. Instead, he pulls it down.
Can't get to the fucking outside. He's still with the yeah. Titan,
They'd
yeah.
love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Christian Kirk. And now it's 4th and goal.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down.
And he's going to be taken down. Could not get rid of the football. And they'll turn it over. Stopped on 4th and goal.
And this coach finds himself in a tough spot. He understands his team. They need 2 scores. But instead of taking the field goal, he decides to go for it. And what a job with the stop by this defense. The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
And he's taken down up past the 35.
All right.
First and 10 now from the 36. On the give, it's Hall. And a good tackle out wide will hold him to a gain of just 3. Second and 7. Another run here with Hall. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. He'll try to run for it with Hall. Looking for room out on the edge. He's not going to find it. As a matter of fact, I think they tracked him down behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defense, and it's 4th down. On comes the punt team now for the Jets. And back deep is Devin Duvernay to return. A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. In motion comes Thomas. They'll drop to throw. He's going to air this out for Davis. Oh, yeah. And he's going to go out of bounds with no time remaining on the clock. This game is over. So this one in the win column for the Jets. And right away you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. As a result, they're going to come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jets as well.
Game code to do what, man? What you trying to do?
Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Williams, a man in motion right. First play and a first throw for Rodgers. Flush to his right. And this one is incomplete.
We'll have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at him as this game moves along, but they're in a zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles, knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Rodgers to throw once more. There's Hall bringing in another one. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive as them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Throwing now is Rodgers. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jets will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They go play action with Hurts. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Throwing is Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 39.
Yeah, that was a good
That one
game.
good for 16, and the drive will
Hell of a
continue.
game.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A first down carry for Barkley. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. There was Will McDonald bursting in there and making that play.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Hurts. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Boy, 2 long, sustained drives by each team to start things out. It's kind of similar to how the pitch clock has shortened baseball games. That means we'll be out of here quickly if we get a few more drives like that. We're in the second quarter now, and we've only had 1 drive apiece, each of which have ended with touchdowns.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
2nd and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
In motion right, that's Williams.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers.
He dumps this one off here to Hall.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Throwing is Rodgers.
Throw right side, Wilson.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Now Rodgers. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Rodgers. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
And Wilson in motion left.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He finds Wilson.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Garrett Wilson.
32 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Escaping the pressure right.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy, bro.
38. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The slot man in motion right.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack.
Hurts. This one complete down the field to Goddard.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Flushed out right.
He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
He'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Puts it on the carpet. It's out.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Now this time Rodgers will throw. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game. Oh, that's going to hurt a bit, because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
And they'll send Williams in motion right. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great. With the offense, they can't be despondent.
Comeback route here, and he's got Smith complete.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
2nd down, here's Barkley again.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And did he get in? No! They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line.
Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Rodgers going to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Rodgers to throw. Williams brings it in. He'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
They find some open field here.
Breece Hall.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Breece Hall
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jets have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play.
from the 31. Here's a 2nd and 5. Barkley, inside handoff. And he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 34. 54 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
That's the run he's been waiting for, Charles. He's been bottled up all game. That run alone got him more yards than he had in all his previous carries combined.
And don't think for a second he doesn't know that, because every back that I know can almost calculate every yard with every step that they take. Had to be frustrated because of what's happened during the game. Has to feel a lot better after that run.
First carry for Kenneth Gainwell. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Throwing is Hurts.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 32 yards.
And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning.
This offense in good shape. 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. They'll come up now. 2nd and 9. Give to Hall running right. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Here's 1st down. They'll go again with Hall. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
And from the gun, here's Abanikanda.
I think we saw the strategy there, how they moved it to the left hash so they could line things up for them to kick the field goal.
The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
And now
Oh,
a
yeah,
tough
game
spot
almost
here.
about to
This
start,
is
bro.
3rd and 10. They'll give to Hall.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with
Game
2
time.
seconds to go in this football game.
Man, they got to win.
So it'll all come down to
Yeah.
the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Jets are going to win the football game.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.